Zebec is not waiting for the future. Zebec is actively building it. From the very first second, understand this clearly. Zebec is financial infrastructure designed for real-world money movement, and it is accelerating right as the next crypto wave begins to form. This isn't another speculative play or theoretical blockchain project. It's not a white paper filled with abstract promises for a distant future. This is infrastructure that's already processing real transactions right now. It's a system already partnering with traditional financial institutions and positioning itself at the center of how money will move in the digital economy. While other projects make promises about future utility, Zebec is delivering measurable results today. The metrics aren't just about token price, they're about transaction throughput, system uptime, and cost per transaction. Institutional-grade metrics back this up: throughput, uptime, cost, reliability. The recent tokenomics update for 2026, the strategic partnership with Notch's $85 trillion ACH network, partnerships deepen reach and trust across banking and fintech networks, and the achievement of ISO 2022 compliance. These aren't announcements designed to pump token prices. These are foundational infrastructure developments that signal serious institutional adoption is already underway. This is the quiet, methodical work of building a system that banks, enterprises, and governments can trust. Every day, billions of financial actions happen quietly in the background. The global economy is a complex dance of value exchange. Payroll runs, payments settle, results appear for users and teams in everyday workflows. Businesses move capital. Zebec is upgrading how all of that works, not in theory, in practice. Traditional systems batch money. They collect it, hold it, and release it in chunks. Zebec streams it. It flows continuously per second like data. And that single difference is why Zebec keeps gaining attention from builders, businesses, and serious capital. Money that moves continuously changes behavior. It transforms cash flow from a periodic event into a constant state. It improves efficiency. It reduces friction. And it unlocks entirely new financial models. Think per-second billing for services, real-time royalties for creators, or instant settlement for merchants. When Zebec joined Notch's US Payment Alliance in December 2025, it wasn't just another partnership announcement. It was a declaration of intent. Notch governs the automated clearinghouse network, the backbone of the U.S. financial system that processes $85 trillion annually. This puts Zebec alongside JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, Fiserv, Circle, and ADP. These aren't crypto companies looking for legitimacy. These are the institutions that define how money moves in the United States. For Zebec to earn a seat at that table means their technology has passed institutional-grade scrutiny. It means their security, scalability, and compliance frameworks have been validated by the most demanding players in finance. It means their infrastructure is being evaluated not as a blockchain experiment, but as a legitimate upgrade to existing financial rails. Zebec has been rolling out upgrades focused on scale, usability, and real-world integration. These upgrades are not cosmetic. They strengthen the core infrastructure. They make Zebec easier to use for businesses. They make Zebec more intuitive for individuals. And they make Zebec more attractive for large-scale adoption. The January 2026 tokenomics update exemplifies this approach. It's a masterclass in building a sustainable digital economy. Rather than inflating token supply to create artificial scarcity, Zebec reduced emission schedules, enhanced staking incentives, and introduced fee-sharing mechanisms that align incentives from retail holders to enterprise partners. This isn't tokenomics designed for speculation. It's economic architecture designed for sustainable growth as transaction volume increases. The deflationary pressure through burns creates value capture that scales with actual usage, not market sentiment. The more the network is used, the more valuable the underlying asset becomes. Recent Zebec announcements make one thing clear: the focus is expansion. Expansion into more payment use cases. Expansion into deeper integrations. Expansion into tools that connect digital assets directly with everyday banking behavior. This is how infrastructure quietly compounds in value. Each new partner, each new integration adds another layer of utility and defensibility. The partnership with National Payment Corporation demonstrates this expansion strategy perfectly. NatPay has been processing ACH payments since 1991, a veteran in the world of electronic funds transfer, handling over $170 billion annually for more than 300,000 clients. When a company with that track record partners with Zebec to power next-generation payroll and disbursement platforms, it signals that traditional financial infrastructure providers see Zebec as complementary, not competitive. They're integrating Zebec's real-time streaming capabilities with their existing bank-grade direct deposit infrastructure. This creates hybrid solutions that give businesses the reliability of traditional banking with the flexibility of blockchain-based payments. It's the best of both worlds. Zebec's roadmap emphasizes reliability and continuous operation, always-on payments, seamless settlement, and systems designed to function regardless of market noise. That matters, because infrastructure that works in all conditions becomes essential over time. It becomes the foundation upon which new economies are built. The ISO 2022 compliance achievement in December 2025 reinforces this reliability focus. ISO 2022 is the global standard for financial messaging that major banks and payment processors use for cross-border transactions. It's the language of international finance. Achieving this compliance isn't just about checking a regulatory box. It's about ensuring Zebec's infrastructure can communicate seamlessly with existing financial systems worldwide. It means Zebec speaks the same language as SWIFT, the Federal Reserve, and the European Central Bank. This compliance enables institutional adoption at scale because it removes technical barriers that often prevent traditional finance from integrating with blockchain infrastructure. Zebec is also strengthening its position in payroll and recurring payments. These are not optional services. They are foundational to how the global economy operates. Every business pays its employees. Every consumer pays their subscriptions. As more businesses look for flexible, real-time solutions, Zebec becomes increasingly difficult to ignore. The efficiency gains and improved cash flow management are too significant. The multi-chain card expansion in July 2025 illustrates this positioning perfectly. By adding support for spending tokens from 15 different blockchains via Zebec cards, they've created infrastructure that abstracts away blockchain complexity for end users. For the user, it's just money. They tap their card or phone, and the payment works. They don't need to know if the value came from Solana, Ethereum, or a traditional bank account. That is the hallmark of truly mature technology. It becomes invisible. This is where Zebec's streaming protocol moves from a corporate solution to a personal one. Imagine your salary not arriving in a lump sum every 2 weeks, but flowing into your account every second you work. Your balance updates continuously. You can spend or save your earnings the moment they are earned, not days or weeks later. This eliminates the float that benefits banks and payment processors and returns it to the earner. It fundamentally changes personal finance, reducing reliance on credit and eliminating the anxiety of waiting for payday. Now let's look at this from a corporate perspective. For a chief financial officer, adopting Zebec isn't a risk, it's a strategic advantage. The decision is driven by reliability, security, and efficiency. Real-time payroll and disbursements mean better cash flow management. Capital isn't locked up in batch processes. Treasury teams have a precise, up-to-the-second view of their financial position. This allows for more accurate forecasting, optimized investments, and reduced operational overhead. And because Zebec is built with enterprise-grade APIs and is ISO 2022 compliant, integration is straightforward. It plugs into existing ERP and HR systems, enhancing them rather than replacing them. This lowers the barrier to adoption and accelerates the time to value for large organizations. This is how an ecosystem scales. It begins with a powerful core technology, real-time value streaming. Then, it secures trust through compliance and institutional partnerships. It expands its reach by integrating with the systems that run the global economy. Zebec is no longer just a protocol on a single blockchain. It is a multi-chain, cross-rail financial network. It connects the speed and efficiency of Web3 with the trust and scale of traditional finance. The multi-chain card is a perfect example. It acts as a universal adapter, allowing value from any supported digital ecosystem to be spent in the real world, instantly. So, what does this all mean? It means Zebec is building the rails for a new financial world. One that is faster, more transparent, and more equitable. It's an upgrade for businesses seeking efficiency and for individuals seeking financial empowerment. This isn't a distant vision. It's happening now, transaction by transaction, partnership by partnership. The foundation is built. The network is growing. The next wave of finance is being powered by Zebec. To see how, visit zebec.io.